Legendary Gamers.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting StarCraft 2 cast. I'm going to be your caster today, Mr. Worm, as we are here on a 1v1 on Ohana. This is going to be round 2 of the EPS Winter 2012, hosted by ESL, that is the Esports League. Here in the top left-hand corner, we have got the light purple, kind of pinkish Zerg that is going to be AI Hanfy, and his opponent today in the bottom right here is going to be Mouse Hasu. Also known as HasuObs, more commonly. So this is going to be kind of an interesting game. This is going to be the start of round 2, so we're going to see how these guys play. They've already played against each other, or most of these people have played against each other for the first round. So I'm kind of curious how these guys are going to go ahead and adjust their strategies based on what we've seen in the first round. So it looks like there's an extractor trick coming down here for Hanfy, and we're going to see that probe moving across the map here for Hasu. I didn't bring up a lot of information on these guys today because I did most of the major introductions yesterday based on history and what these guys have done. Additionally, I know that a lot of you guys like this supply counter up here in the top of the screen. It gets a little annoying for me, but I'm going to leave it up. And there were some complaints about me going back and forth between having the hit points on and not having hit points on. So I'm just going to leave them on from now on. And very nice attempt at a surround there from Hanfy. Unfortunately, he does not get it off. And Hasu managed to scoot out of there with just a little bit of shield damage, not too much there. And here comes the probe coming down for Hanfy, trying to get the expansion down as his minerals click up just to 300. And he is going to find Hasu there. And is he going to chase him down, or is he going to drop the expansion? He had the chance there. He definitely had the opportunity to get it down. And there is enough minerals here for the expo for Hasu. And it does look like he does go Nexus first. So Hasu's going to go ahead and get that forge immediately afterwards. And there'll probably be either another pylon and then probably another gateway following up. There's the pylon. Excellent. So this is going to be kind of a greedy build from Hasu, and Hanfy is going to immediately get in there and see the scouting, and he's going to identify the timing of that and know that it is Nexus first, and that there's not going to be any cheese for a long time coming up, so he's just going to go ahead and drone. There are 2 Zerglings coming out just to ensure that there are no cannons coming down, no kind of harass from this probe, which is fairly standard. It's a very, very good idea to get those out and just ensure that nothing goes on. And generally this Overlord is actually the Overlord that comes over here and tries to get vision of this area here to ensure that there is no probe. And Hasu has gone ahead and stuck that probe over here as far away as possible. And he does see that the Overlord has seen him. He's going to go in and get one last bit of scouting. Sees that Overlord and decides, nah. Now he could have gone down this way, but yeah, it looks like he's going to lose that probe here in a second. Let's go ahead and check on his wall. He's got his gateway coming up. Photon cannon is finished. 7 Nice Core should come down shortly. And those 2 Zerglings are probably going to take the towers and take just a quick peek up this ramp here just to see exactly what Hasu decided to do here in the front. And there's the Cybernetics Core going down. And 5 more drones coming out here for Hanfy. So Hanfy is doing a lot of heavy dronage now that he has the capacity. He's on 2 base. He's ready to go. And the Nexus just finishing up there for Hanfy. He's gone ahead and transferred a couple of workers, and he's going ahead. I'm sorry, he hasn't actually started. He hasn't started probe production on the second Nexus yet. There it goes. Okay, I guess he was just waiting for a little bit extra money there. He seems really heavy on the gas here, so I figure he's probably going to get a couple of sentries out. And as I say that, there come the sentries. So, the question here being with Hanfy, is he going to go ahead and take the 3rd? And there is a probe over here for Hasu, just trying to take a look here. And it looks like Hasu was trying to get some kind of a probe run around here, drop a couple of pylons, just in case he wanted to be aggressive. However, those Lings did scout it out and are chasing away that probe right now. Overlord going out here for Hanfy. And he's going to go ahead and chase away that Overlord scout as he takes that gas. Looking pretty good, still on the double gas in here, and it does look like it is going to be Stargate play. He built the Stargate kind of in an unusual position because it's right up there at the top of the ramp here, so I'd like to see exactly whether that was scouted out, and it does look like it was scouted out. So Hanfy knows that, and look at that, he was already building the Evo chambers. So that's really not going to do a whole lot for Hasu at this point, unless he goes for Phoenix Play, and exactly that's what he's doing. By going for Phoenix Play, he can get rid of some of these Overlords that are in these little pesky little spots over here and over here, and maybe get some of the money back that he spent on this Stargate. That'd be really nice for him. There's a pylon sitting in the back here for Hasu, right on top of the third. I like this placement. Unless Hanfy does a real good job scouting out this area, he's never going to see this. However, he does have his creep spread going in that direction. And let's see if this guy here is going to go take the third. While we've got a couple of Lings moving out across the center of the map here. Looks like he is getting ready, and there it goes. There goes the third. However, Hasu is ready and set and prepped for that. Trying to get us around here on the Zealot. See if he can get it. Oh, he just barely missed getting it. And those Phoenix going ahead and taking care of those Overlords as 3 more gates come down. And they are going to kill that Overlord, obviously. And there are now 3 Phoenix out on the map. And it looks like the 4th one finishing up here shortly. He's forced to recruit those Lings. And he's getting Spore Crawlers and going ahead and bringing all those Overlords together in one centralized location. That's a very, very smart play. So let's see exactly how much harass he manages to get done with these Phoenixes. Just kind of checking the area, seeing what kind of shots he can get off, getting some good scouting going on here. I love watching the micro from professional players. At times like this, now if I were just watching this replay myself, and I wasn't actually casting this replay, I would actually switch this to a a view where I was watching the camera of the individual player. That way I can watch exactly what they're doing. So Robotics Bay coming down, some Infestors coming down, and of course Pathogen Glands, and it looks like he is going to go for some kind of Ling Infestor play. 26 Lings coming out here, and we all know that Lings are a very good hard counter to Phoenix, so that's a very intelligent decision once he gets those Infestors out. And he does manage to pick up a Queen here, and all those Zealots that he warped in, and I do apologize for missing that, but he just warped them in, starts to harass over here. Managed to kill off that Queen, and here come out all those Lings. So those this is going to be pushed away fairly easily, even though he does have a large amount of Lings. By keeping those Zealots up against the hatchery, he manages to reduce the surface area around those Zealots. And let's see if Hanfy manages to push these away. And in come a couple of sentries here. I'm really surprised that Hasu would spend the money on these sentries. However, he pushes up into the main here and decides to defend. I'm really curious why he's not pushing out. He should be able to take out this pylon with the amount of Zealots he has. Another 26 Zealots coming out. Spine and Robotics Bay. And 2-2 Zergling attacks coming out right now. So he should be able to push his back. However, this has cost him the expansion. He's spreading creep on the third, preventing that from coming down here. And an Observer coming out here for Hasu. So Hasu just trying to get a little vision, do a little harass. And pick up these Infestors. Manages to kill one. Is he going to get a second one? He does not get the second one. Hold on. There it goes. Gets the second one. But he has already lost. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. They all got in the deep red, but fantastic micro there from Hasu. He actually didn't lose any of those Phoenix. He still has all 4 in play. That's very, very good from him. The Queen coming out here for Hanfy. Hasu just kind of tries to spread himself out and make sure that nothing goes up and down this ramp. Macro hatch for Hanfy has already been put down. He's going ahead and taking his 3rd and 4th again, so he's double expanding in that right. And he's moving the Lings out to see if he can't get some kind of aggressive play here. Probe going out for Hasu here on the left-hand side. Going to try and sneak around the map. Probably get a pylon in this placement over here, right behind this grass. Nope, drops it over here on the left-hand side. And he'll probably step these forward as he goes to try and get a little further toward his opponent. That's a fairly common Protoss play. And the hatches are finished, and there's workers being transferred here. And these Phoenixes just decided to be really annoying. Pick up a couple of these workers here. And he needs to get a couple of Spore Crawlers down here at this expansion. Otherwise, they're just going to waste all their energy. And it does look as if he has lost 2 of those Phoenix. He is down to 2 at this point. And there are Corruptors coming out now. Extended Thermal Lance. Some more Infestors coming out. And level 2 has yet to finish, but is going to be done here in just a second. So I'm interested to see exactly what Hasu decides to do based on that. He's got a Colossus out already, a bunch of Zealots, and a bunch of Stalkers. So he's got a good size amount of army here, and he is in the supply lead by quite a bit. And it looks like Roach play is coming down here, because we've got Glowry Constitution, which is the speed, and then Vorp Prism play. So that should be fairly interesting. And Hasu, I think, has basically decided that, you know what, I need to get a little bit more map control here. So I'm going to go ahead and push forward a little bit. And here come some more army being warped in on the left-hand side, just as reinforcement. And there comes that stepped forward probe pylon, as he's going to try and push up into this expansion up here and try and take it out as quickly as possible. However, the majority of the workers are actually over here at his natural third. And now that he's got that Colossus down, Hanfy's got to be like, oh crap, that is a lot of stuff. And it's a really good mix, amalgamation of units here. He's got Stalkers, he's got Zealots, he's got Colossus. He's got a lot of Zealots. That is a lot of armor. As long as that armor stays in the front, he's in really, really good shape. And he's got one sentry here just for that Guardian Shield when he needs it. Now this Phoenix is going to be shooed away by these Corruptors. And he doesn't really have what you would call a defendable army at this point. So that is really not good. He needs to do some kind of harass and push forward. He's trying to get, as you can see by this unit over here, he's waiting for this army to come up here. That way he can get a wrap around and totally try to ensnare and encircle this army. But unfortunately, it is just so much. Oh, that is not good. And Force Field's coming down, blocking off that right side, forcing everything to come over. Nice fungal growth on all those Zealots. Corruptors coming in here, going to go ahead and snipe that. No, he decided against it. But he's got a couple of spines up here. So right now, Hasu really wants to push this engagement. And Hanfy, because he is on that third base now, his supply is growing per second. So you can see he is now up to 170, 156. However, there's a lot more gas in the Protoss army, so there should be a lot more danger here. Here come those Corruptors, here come those Phoenix. A lot of Infested Terrans coming down. Here comes the engagement. And it does look like Hasu is trying to pull back away from these roaches. He goes, you know what, maybe this wasn't such a great idea. Oh my god, I'm going to lose these Colossus. If I lose these Colossus, I'm probably lose these Stalkers. This is not a good thing. And here come those Corruptors sniping all of those Colossus except for one. Probably still attempting to take out that one last Colossus. And you can see it going down. Corruptors microing back. And here come up the roaches to push back these Stalkers. And Hasu here is forced to disengage and go back home. During that time, he's gone ahead and he's establishing his third, got up some cannons here, so he's ready to hold himself. However, it looks like Hanfy goes, look man, you want to push on me? I'm going to push on you. That's how it works. You push on me, I push on you! Here he comes into the middle, trying to take out what he can. I think he really just wants to snipe his Nexus and get out. If he snipes his Nexus and gets out, he's probably in pretty good shape. Infested Terrans going down, trying to hold back the army of Hasu that is deeply embedded here, back behind all of his buildings. None of these wings can get in here, and there are not a whole lot of roaches, a whole lot that these roaches can do. They're trying to force the issue here, however, I'm not really sure. Well, actually, wait a minute. I'm gonna correct myself there. There are enough roaches here, and he is going to push this issue, and he is going to kill off all of these low-ground Stalkers and all of these pylons and do a lot of damage. And while he is doing that, he is doing some major reinforcements. The Zerglings coming down, streaming in from the high ground. So he is effectively denied Hasu's third. And it looks like he's just going to fall back and be like, ha, tough. You wanted a third, you can't have a third. And Hasu knows that he has got to go for something, and it looks like he is just going to go for an all-in here, pulling all of his workers and all of his army. 137 to 74 supply against all those Zerglings. Those drones are going to melt. So he just pulls the drones out, and Hasu GG's out of this game. It was a very interesting game. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.